How does the doctrine of double effect work? Have you ever faced a situation where a good action might lead to an unintended bad outcome? This is where the doctrine of double effect comes into play. This moral principle helps us navigate these tricky waters in ethics and morality. It originated from the writings of Thomas Aquinas in the medieval natural law tradition and has evolved, especially in Catholic moral theology. So, how does this doctrine work? First, the action you take must be morally good or at least neutral. This means that the act itself cannot be something that is inherently wrong. For example, if you are considering an action that could cause harm, you need to ensure that the action itself is not wrong. Next, the intention behind your action is key. You must aim for the good effect only. The bad effect can be foreseen, but it should not be your goal. For instance, if you are trying to save a life, you cannot intend to harm someone else in the process. The harmful effect is only acceptable as an unintended side effect. The third condition is that the good effect cannot come about as a direct result of the bad effect. This means that you cannot achieve the positive outcome by causing harm. Think of it this way: if you want to help someone, you cannot do so by hurting another person. Finally, there must be a proportionately serious reason for allowing the bad effect. The good outcome should outweigh the harm caused. For example, in medical ethics, giving high doses of painkillers to a terminally ill patient may relieve suffering. However, it could also hasten death. According to the doctrine, this is permissible if the intention is solely to relieving pain, not to cause death. The doctrine of double effect is especially useful in complex moral situations. It helps clarify the difference between what we intend to do and what we foresee might happen. This distinction is important in ethical discussions, as it emphasizes the role of intention and the moral quality of the action itself. However, this doctrine is not without its critics. Some argue that it can be misused, especially in warfare, where it may justify civilian casualties as unintended. Critics believe this can blur the lines of moral responsibility for harm. Despite the debates surrounding it, the doctrine of double effect remains a significant part of ethical theory and moral reasoning. It provides a framework for evaluating difficult decisions where harm cannot be completely avoided but is not the intended outcome. Understanding this doctrine can help us navigate moral dilemmas with greater clarity and intention.